Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Magical Diary, Wolfhall. I am doing this recording again, and I left a comment on my previous video. This is a little bit of a disclaimer, saying that from between episodes 2 and 5 of this route, something terrible happened to my recordings. And I checked my recordings afterwards, and they're perfectly fine for some reason. I don't know what happened. I guess it was just that recording session that went kaput. Which is a little frustrating for me, but it does mean that I get to go back here and play some more of these games. Oh, my cat is walking across my microphone here. Hello, Tallulah. Can you continue moving, please? Thank you. Please don't. Here, come on. Sorry, just dealing with some technical difficulties, I suppose. But yeah, I've noted down all of the choices that I made for this episode, and I'll do the same for future episodes as well, for me to repeat what I did basically pretty much step by step. There might be some differences, specifically in how much magic I'll get from my classes, but we'll see how it goes out. At the end of episode 5 and at the start of episode 6 will be when my recording returns back to normal. So that will be me speaking to you. That'll be the me from the past speaking to you. I know this is also the me from the past by the time you watch it, but you know what I mean. So there might be some differences between the end of episode 5 and the start of episode 6, but I'm going to try my best to avoid them. We're going to click done here, and it does appear that my recording screen here is working, which is good. Alright. Someone's knocking at my door. What's going on? It's too early for classes. Hey, mind if I come in? Oh, right. I'd forgotten he said he was going to drop by. Thank you. In a little while, before classes start for the week, there's going to be an assembly for all the freshmen and the seniors. Not like last week. Not that I would know, since I missed last week's assembly. This will be the beginning of freshman initiation. Initiation? Was it in the States get citizenships only when they just started school? No, nothing like that. This isn't a ceremony about legal status. It's about a shared experience. Wizards tend to be individualistic, but it's too dangerous for society if people with too much power do their own thing. Imagine if all the students tried to set themselves up as evil overlords. So, a lot of Irish Academy traditions are designed to encourage a sense of society and working together. Oh, like sharing rooms. Don't get sidetracked. I'm sure the professors know what they're doing. So, the idea of freshman initiation is the entire freshman class has to suffer together. Suffer? Nothing actually dangerous, just embarrassing. The seniors will give you commands and you're expected to follow them. Now that doesn't sound so bad. There are more rules, but it's supposed to be a surprise. You'll find out at the assembly. One thing though, every freshman is assigned to be the property of another class of a particular senior, to serve them in exchange for protection. Now that is starting to sound strange. Since these aren't your customs, I've been asked to be your senior, to be sure nothing goes wrong and that you have a good time. Setting me apart from the rest of the class again. Yeah, I don't want special treatment. It's not up to you, freshmen. Freshmen don't get to choose. So if you want to be treated like everyone else, you'll have to abide by a senior's decision. Come on, since I'm managing the initiation, I need to be there early, so I can show you where to go. The gymnasium is filled with students, freshmen and seniors. Most of the freshmen look sleepy and confused. The seniors, however, look smug. They know what's coming. The room falls silent as William steps up to the podium. Good morning, everyone. My name's William Danson, and I'm your incoming senior class president. But for the next week, half of you will be calling me Sir William. Welcome to freshman initiation. Now the rest begin to realize what they're in for. I see Luke look nervously at Donald, who just grins and waves him off like there's nothing to worry about. Before we start, I am required to give you some safety information. Nothing that happens this week should cause you, or anyone else, physical harm. If you are ordered to do something dangerous, or that you know is wrong, please go to a teacher immediately. Now, all you freshmen, please line up. One at a time, come up on stage, announce your name, and where you come from, and receive one of these initiation handbooks. As William requested, I helped start the process by going up first to recite my fake name and background, then stand near the stage to watch the rest. This part I understand. Most of us are strangers, even if we have had a few classes together. I've read through the list of class names, but I haven't had a chance to match them all to faces. The quiet girl from Snake Hall turns out to be Barbara Solmoro, and that's Jacob Blazing, who Grabiner said was a prominent student because of his family. I'm surprised Grabiner didn't warn me about this initiation business if it's such a big deal. I guess maybe William's trying to make it sound important because he's in charge of it all. While the seniors aren't doing the same introduction routine as the freshmen, the handbook William gave me appears to be a list of names and black and white pictures, so that should be helpful if I ever want to look someone up. So here's an interesting question. How did they get pictures if technology is banned here? I'm sure there must be some kind of magic, maybe black magic. They probably did an inscription spell, if I'm to be honest with you. Please don't mind me either. I do have a little bit of a runny nose. I don't know why, probably because I didn't get any sleep 2 nights ago. But anyway. Yeah. Wait. There are pages and rules after all the photographs. We are required to memorize the full names of all seniors and address them as Sir or Lady? Oh, so that's what Sir William meant. And there's more. We have to memorize a silly little poem and recite it on command. We must never show our backs to a senior. We must never be taller than a senior. We must always respond to questions with, "Oh, the introductions are finished. William's at the podium again. Now, as well as serving an honor in the entire senior class, each one of you will become the property of one particular senior. Your senior is your master, your best friend, your worst nightmare, and your only protection from the rest of us. Stand and wait and we'll choose." He hops down from the stage and immediately places a hand on my shoulder, claiming me. "Now, stand back and watch." The rest of the seniors stride out onto the floor, bold, loud, and confident that their every word will be obeyed, while the freshmen cluster together like sardines among dolphins. "You're taller than me, freshman. Get down on the ground. Don't turn your back away from me, freshman. I can see your back." No threats are issued, only commands, but the younger students obey without question, spinning this way and that, cringing and kneeling before their supposed masters. Most of them, anyway. "What are you looking at, freshman?" I quickly flipped through my book. The butterfly senior's name is Angela Krish. "Answer me when I speak to you, worm." "That's what you are, isn't it? A fresh worm? Now get down on the ground and wiggle." She's not backing down. Is that senior gonna hit her? I start to step towards the pair, but before I can leave William's side. "Huh, I think I like you. I think you should be mine." Huh. Is this freshman choosing business normally such a battle? No, that's just Barbara. I turned to ask William about it, but he's staring in the direction of a different group of freshmen, a worried expression on his face. Following his gaze, I spot Ellen, quickly picking herself up off the floor with the assistance of someone who must be her new senior. A very distinctive-looking character from Falcon Hall. His skin is as blue as a Daver's, but those are not the feathered wings of a Dragoni warrior. They give him the aspect of a devil. Clearly he is of otherworldly origin, but beyond that, I don't recognize the exact type. It only takes a moment to find his entry in the handbook. Damian Ramsey. Not a name that gives me any clue. Who's ever heard of a Ramsey? But then, who's ever heard of a Charles Wynn? Names only tell you as much as someone wants them to. So, I'm sure he's very clearly a devil. There's no doubt about that. But I don't think he'd be a full devil, because that would be, I don't think they'll be allowed in school. But I guess he's definitely got some kind of humanity to him. So maybe he's like a half devil or something, maybe a Cambion or whatever. At least if my D&D lore serves me right. But then again, even Cambians are very nasty people. Shaking my head, I look back at William. Everything okay? I'm not sure. I've got to keep an eye on things in here for a while. Make sure everyone's got a partner that needs one, and so on. You should probably get on with your class schedule for the week. So, what do I have to do for next initiation? Read the handbook. Generally, if a senior gives you a command when I'm not around, do what they say and try to enjoy the experience. If you have problems, come and find me. If anyone gives you serious trouble, tell them I ordered you to. You're my freshman after all. My word outranks everyone else's. And I will give you a special assignment later in the week, but for right now, don't worry about it. Well then. With that in mind, I head out to decide on my class schedule for the week. Okay, this is where I might mess up. So I do know, let's see. I think what I did last time was this. I rested so that I don't, I have 9 stress, so that there's no chance of me losing any magic. In the hallway, I find Luke and his brother standing back to back as an amused senior watches them. Blaze especially, according to the handbook. In black and white picture, she didn't stand out too much, but up close she has a stone color skin and little horns that poke up like rabbit ears. Now rotate! The twins shuffle around in a half circle, keeping their backs pressed against each other so that they are never visible. That is so cute. I could watch this all day. Spin! And they go again. With Logan to guide him, Luke manages not to trip over his own feet like he usually does. At this point, she notices me standing there. Oh, another one. Tell me, what's my name, freshman? Lady Blaze. Right. She looks down at herself and laughs. Oops, I forgot. Never mind. I feel like I missed a joke somewhere. Was it supposed to be a trick question? Boys, I'll pick you up later, don't forget. She winks and departs. What was that about? That was our senior. What, both of yours? She said something about the price for 2 to 1. Except she looked different than this morning. I suspect she enjoyed disguising herself to confuse the freshmen. Do you know anything about people like that, Charles? People who can, change the way they look? Well, anyone can put on glamour with enough blue magic. It wasn't an illusion, I did a check. The change was real. Logan must be ahead of me in his blue magic studies if he can see through a spell. Yeah, okay, he's cheating. He's cheating. Maybe it's the color of the hair. Maybe I should get hair color that is like the color of one of these instead of this blonde hair color, because if he's so advanced in blue magic and we've only had 1 week, and in this 1 week we had to take one of every class, how can he be ahead of me to the point where he can see through illusions right now? That's why it must be his hair color. It's gotta be. Some kind of shape-shifting then. I don't recognize her stock at all. I've never seen one before. I assume she's related to a type of otherworld creature native to North America. But I wouldn't know, and as wild seeds they wouldn't know either. Ask Donald, maybe? He might know. Is it rude to ask about, what kind of person she is? I can't tell you what someone that I don't know will think is rude. You'll have to ask her. He'd never manage that. Shut up! Still, I think we come out well with the senior we got. She seemed interesting, at least. You're with Donald's brother, right? Yeah, but I really haven't seen him since this started. I think he's, pretty busy. At least he's not making me spin around in the hall. What do you think about this initiation business? Oh, there we go. Yep, we got the same personality as last time. That is great. Although I think that was already predetermined. It's a game, right? It's all for fun. Logan nods. I need to start practicing that poem or I'm never going to remember. Right, I should probably look over that handbook more carefully myself. I'll see you later. Alright. I leave my room early in the morning in hopes of avoiding seniors, but... Good morning, freshman. Good morning. You mean, good morning, Lady Angela. Didn't William teach you any manners? Ugh. Yes. Well, you're certainly not showing it. Perhaps you're just a bit slow. Wow. She looks at me for a moment, then slowly lifts her arm and opens her hand, dropping a pencil onto the floor. Pick that up for me, freshman. I bend over to pick up the pencil. Don't show your back to me! Seriously? Kneel down to get it. I kneel carefully, keeping my back straight, and pick up the dropped pencil, then straighten up and hand it to her. What will it take to make her go away? Well, be on your way then. This is my room! Maybe if I get out of the hallways, this will be easier. Oh yeah, no, I went into the hallway and bumped into her. What was she doing here? Maybe speaking to William, I guess. I head out into the open, but... You, Wynn! A senior from Toad Hall calls out to me. Go to the cafeteria, get coffee. Tell them Big Steve sent you. Okay. At least it's not a difficult task. Right now! Oh, some people just can't handle mornings without coffee. I turn into the direction of the cafeteria, only then realizing that I'm showing my back to a senior. But he doesn't say anything. Apparently Big Steve cares more about coffee than he cares about throwing his weight around. Wow. I hurry to the cafeteria and pick up his regular coffee order. Good morning, Charles. Good morning, Sir William. It's okay, you don't have to call me sir. But you do have to do what I say. He hands me an envelope. Instructions. Don't look at them until after you finish your activities for the day. I wouldn't want you to be distracted from your studies. Thanks. Have fun. I'd better get this coffee to Big Steve before anyone else can give me an order. Alright. We got, alright, looking inside William's paper. When I read the paper inside, I sigh. It's not just one instruction, it's a whole list of them. Go to the school library and find a freshman who comes from... Check behind the curtains in the... Every command asks the question at the end to prove that I've carried out the instructions. It's like some sort of school quiz. I'll have to go all over campus to figure these things out. I have no idea how long it'll take. But if I just make up answers, they'll definitely be wrong and he'll know I didn't even try. William's under orders to make sure that I get through initiation without trouble. What will he do if I just don't bother? So, okay. Here's one place that I might differ from my previous thing. Last time I did not do William's list to see what happens, and as a little bit of a spoiler alert, basically nothing happens. William is a little upset at you and you get to joke about it, apologize, and so on and so forth. I think that might affect like some sort of William approval with you, but since, and also spoiler alert, since this path is not William's path, I don't intend to be romancing William in this route. I do want to fulfill the list. Well, this doesn't matter, but I do want to fulfill the list because it's much better than just making up the answers and pretending to go along with it. This way, like, I feel this way you get to meet more people and you get to meet the second best character in the game. This way. I think I did look at the Hanako Games forums and check the the popularity polls of the characters. There's not that many votes in there, but apparently both Ellen and Damien were like the least popular, whereas William was the most popular, followed then afterwards by Minnie Cochran, and Barbara was safely in third position. Anyway, it's not like it's a horrible torture, it's just a little extra work. I may as well get it done. The first instruction is to find the school library and count the number of magazine racks. I don't even know where the library is. But I think I know someone who does. I'm in luck. I find the right person just by walking into Butterfly Hall. Oh, hello Charles. Hi. Look, I was wondering, could you show me the way to the school library? Sure, I'd love to help you. Why do you need to go there? Are you working on a research project? No, it's, well, here. I hand her the list. Oh, it's like a scavenger hunt. Not scavenger? Well, you go around looking for strange little things. except it's usually a competition and the clues are riddles. So this is your initiation task? Oh, what a nice idea. William's your senior, right? Right. Who's yours? Brian Balcom. He's a wolf too. He's very athletic. He's given me a set of exercises for my task. Oh, if you have a task to work on, I can leave you alone. Just tell me where to find the library and I'll... No, I want to help, come on. She marches off down the hallway and there's nothing left for me to do but to follow her. The Irish Academy Library turns out to be a fairly small and tucked away place in the back of a building. The bulk of the collection appears to be general encyclopedias and foreign language dictionaries. There are 2 cases with books on magic and history, but this clearly isn't the place for high-level research. The professors probably keep private collections. A black woman stands behind the desk, her hand resting comfortably on a wooden staff. She must be the school librarian. Her robe is made out of dozens of different colours and fabrics, all patchworked together, with extra beads and pockets attached seemingly at random. As if sensing my gaze, she looks in my direction. Hello, Professor... Oh no, honey, I'm not one of them. She speaks slowly, with a warm, round accent that's not familiar to my ears. I wouldn't think it would be familiar anyway. Miss Darden, this is Charles Wynn. He's our exchange student from Latvia. Pleased to meet you. Is that so? Is what so? I'm just showing him around. Well, you just go on and do that, then. She returns to her own contemplations. Okay, there's the magazines. Nothing magical there. The covers are shouting about fashion and celebrity gossip. This must be how Irish Academy keeps up with developments in the outside world. English question. Is that 1 rack or 5 racks? 1 rack, 5 shelves. Oh, thanks. I make a note on the paper. The next thing on the list is the name of a freshman who comes from Iowa. I guess I'll have to go door to door asking about that, but it means I won't need Minnie's help. Nancy Meyer, in Snake Hall. Oh, you know her? Not very well, but she's the only person who said she was from Iowa during the introductions on Monday. She remembers the entire list of introductions verbatim, after only hearing it once? I'd better be very careful what I say to this girl. I'm not sure if I mentioned this before, but I know someone who is able to recite to near perfection the lyrics of any song that she's heard once, or twice. Point is, she had a very, very good memory, and it is honestly unbelievable. I wouldn't have believed her if she didn't, demonstrate it for me. But yeah, this was, yeah, people with eidetic memory or photographic memory like this, I'm not sure which one, probably photographic. I don't know. You guys are cool in my book. Good job. You won the genetic lottery. And, yeah. Alright, next I have to look behind the curtains on the stage in the gym. To the gym! By dinner time, I filled out my list and Minnie has dragged me all over campus in the process. I wonder if that's what William had in mind. I may have learned a few things, but it's tired me out. I wasn't surprised by the knock on the door. I expected William to drop by. I did not expect to see him quite so worn. Hey, are you okay? He sighs. Oh, it's nothing you need to worry about. He smiles, but his heart's not in it. So, freshman, have you completed your task? I hand over the sheet of paper with my answers. I wonder... He's upset, and we saw Angela in the hallways yesterday, so I wonder if William just got dumped by her, or something, I don't know. 1 second, I am going to mute myself while I blow my nose. Alrighty. I hand over the sheet of paper with my answers. He looks over it and smiles. Not bad. Anyway, that's probably the last you'll see of me for a while. I've got to set things up for the finale. You can still come and find me if you have any problems, of course, but I won't be giving you any more tasks. Take care. He leaves me to get ready for my day. Alright. Okay, here is a initiation task. We've seen Ellen's initiation task in Grabner's class, but we haven't seen this one. As class gets underway, I notice that Luke in a nearby seat keeps shifting his weight back and forth. He twitches, then flattens his hand against the desk and takes a sharp breath. Then a little later, he does it again. Does he have to go toilet or something? If he's not careful, he's gonna fall out of his chair. Finally, he gets up and then steps onto his chair and stands there. Oh, he was trying to psych himself up. "'Twas brillig, and the slithy toves did gyre and gimble in the wade. Mr. Pfeiffer? Old Mimsy were the borogroves, and the Momraths outgrabe. Mr. Pfeiffer, that'll be enough, thank you. You've fulfilled your task. Here, let me help you down." He looks confused, and then takes the professor's hands to hop to the ground and sit back in his seat. "My dear starlings, seniors do not override professors, and initiation does not override school rules. If someone orders you to do something in class, ignore them. The excuse of initiation won't get you out of being punished." "So, I get detention now?" "Oh no, I love that poem. You'll just have to finish reciting it for me after class." Wow. Professor Potsdam is a pretty cool teacher. She's a little weird, of course, but she's pretty cool. Someone knocks on my door. There's going to be another senior? Open it. There's only one way to find out. Outside I find Barbara, the quiet girl from Snake Hall. Hi. Were you looking for me? She hands me a folded piece of paper. I open it up. The cursive handwriting takes me a moment to turn into words, but then I read, "I need William Danton's socks." What? She stares at me. "William's, socks. This for initiation?" She nods, a quick jerk of emotion. "So why are you asking me?" I know she can talk. For some reason, she just doesn't want to. "I guess, because I'm William's freshman, you thought I could help." She looks at me, expectant and silent. William's socks? I wouldn't even know how to break into his room and steal them even if I wanted to. I'd have to go and ask him for them. I offer my own socks. "Well, I can't give you William's socks, but I can give you mine." "Socks are socks, right? I mean, maybe not for you girls, if you have cute lacy ones or something." I look down at her feet. Oh, she's blushing. Under her leggings, it's almost like she wears no socks at all, but in the shadow of her shoes I can just see a glimmer of thin black ankle socks. Yeah, no, we saw them when she was up in the tree, remember? Yeah, those are definitely not my socks. I'll bet William wears chunky white socks, or, like me, so it should be fine. She's thinking about it, I think. "I'll even give you extra smelly used socks, to prove they're a guy's." Barbara snickers quietly, then nods, and holds out her hand. I duck back into my room, stick my head under my bed, and fish out a couple of socks that haven't found the laundry pile yet. She doesn't flinch at all when I try to hand them to her. Well, they're not really that bad as socks go. They haven't had long to ferment. She bobs her head to me and walks away without saying anything more. I guess she's happy at least. Green magic success. Green magic success. And we did get a spell. Is this gonna be heal? I think? Track scent. Okay, no. Heal is, oh yeah, looks like I'm going a bit slower than my other recording. By this point I had already learned heal, and I would have already done the clubs. Anyway, after the day's activities we're all called together into the gym again. Just freshmen at first, flocking together in confusion and murmuring about the strange tasks we've done all week. Okay, so this is going to take us to the freshman party. I do want to just skip this. There we go. Surprise! Where are we? A lake. Well, they call it a pond, officially. Laughing Pond. But that just means it's not as big as some lakes get. The important thing is, you've completed your initiation, so now it's time for the party. Groups of students lounge about by the lakeside, seniors and freshmen mingling freely. Long tables are stocked with steaming metal buffet dishes. That took me way too long to parse. There's barbecue and cookies. Equipment for games, and you can even swim if you like. No alcohol. Local laws. I did know that much about the States. Also, to commemorate your experiences, each freshman receives a gift from their senior. He hands me a small box. Inside I find a leather bracelet with a rough wolf's head carving as its central stone. Oh, thanks. You're welcome. I gotta go make the rounds for a bit, but enjoy yourself. This party's for you freshmen after all. He's always friendly, but always so busy. I look around. Everyone's here, except everyone in the freshman and senior classes. Nearby I spot Luke and Logan and their senior? The butterfly notices my attention and smiles at me. Well, tell me, what's my name, freshman? The voice is completely changed, but the intonation is the same. So this is what the twins meant. Blaze? Not gonna make a guess with sir or lady? I've taken the easy way out. Technically, initiation's over, so we don't have to do that anymore. Clever. More than we were. Mingle with others. Waving to the guys, I head out in search of other people I know, or wish I knew. I see Big Steve standing with Raven from Snake Hall. Her hallmate Barbara is following Angela Krish, and looking quite pleased with herself. I can't see Donald anywhere at the moment, but instead I nearly run into Virginia, who's clinging to her roommate's hand and eyeing the nearby seniors with great suspicion. So, he's with you? Virginia, this is Damien. Damien, my roommate Virginia. William's sister. That's right. I assume you two already know each other? Balthazar? Damien? Good week? It's alright. Balthazar here was just telling me about his begonias. Why don't you two just talk about that for a while? Oh, hi, Charles. Hello? Why don't you boys stay and talk for a while Ellen and I go get some food? But you know how much I love dessert. With an apologetic backwards glance, Ellen allows herself to be dragged away, leaving me with two seniors I've never met. However, the Toad senior doesn't seem at all bothered by his changing audience. Now, as I was saying, the barley can be fertilized efficiently with human urine. I need to go look for my senior. I hurry away. Well, there's plenty of people to talk to, lots of free food and games, and the weather is nice. It's not too hard to have a little fun. I spend the afternoon relaxing by the lakeside. On Saturday morning, someone knocks on my door. It's probably William coming to see what I thought of initiation. I nearly slip on the mail already lying on the floor. It's my weekly allowance and a card inviting me to take tea with Professor Grabiner tomorrow. Probably my parents' idea anyway. I'll deal with that later, but for now... Greetings, Charles. We've come to invite you to the mall. Because you didn't come last week, so now we got to show you around. Okay. I guess. Is Donald coming? He's got detention again. How did he manage that? I believe it has something to do with a potted plant and a senior from Toad Hall. Probably better not to ask. Come on, there are vans out front. We don't have to be blindfolded to go to the mall, do we? Thankfully, no. Okay, so we are here at the mall. So, in this mall, we're just going to go ahead and skip through this part. At the mall, I do want to go to the magic shop here. Let's turn off skip mode. And I want to show you what my plans are for this route. So I am going to be focusing on green and black magic in this route. So I want to be gaining the green and the black charm. And the way that I can do that is if I take the advance from the presidential campaign. If I do that and don't spend any money, I can get the black and the blue charm, the black and the green charm very early, in fact. I also believe that I pick up a glamour during this route, but we'll get to that a bit later. I'm not sure if I picked that up during these 5 missing sessions, or if that was afterwards, but we'll find out. Alright, so with that done, 35 minutes, let's see. Yeah, okay. We will end this one here. I did skip a lot more in, whoops, you're not meant to see that. I did skip a lot more, in the recording that I just did, but during my recording downtime, I did say that I wanted to try to make a mostly comprehensive experience for each of the routes, so that it doesn't feel like any of the routes have been skipped out. So that's why I do the introductions like this now. Not the introductions, the first part before we get to a route. Like, I read through most of the text, just so that it always feels like a cohesive experience, and I'm not just skipping over things when they might add something to the experience, even though I might not be sure exactly what that is. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this first episode. This episode is going to be going up on the day that I record this, because I still need to play catch-up with the other episode that I've missed. But I hope you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. So take care, ladies and gentlemen, and what has been the moral of this of this time? Go out and do. Go out and be friendly. Go out and experience things. Don't just stay inside and yeah, whatever. you do you, my friends. All right. Yeah. See you in the next video. Take care.